Hey everyone, welcome back to Paintivity. Today we're going to be talking about the coloring books that I had mentioned in the brush marker set video prior to this one. And it probably won't be long, nothing crazy. I wanted to show you guys these funny markers that I got. It was definitely a splurge, I'm not even gonna lie. Um, they're called Dandy Candy Neon markers and they're scented. If you guys remember the Mr. Sketch markers back from when you were like, I don't know, 5, 10, whatever, elementary school at least. Um, these just made me laugh. They're dandy candy, and they're supposed to look like candy, and they've got these cute little designs on them, like stars, whatever, each marker. And then on the back, they're about $5 in US anyway. Grape, blueberry, strawberry, lemon, your typical. But no, they decided to leave out cherry, and that is a big deal if you have grown up with the Mr. Sketch markers ever. They could have thrown in licorice, and I would have been fine. But no, they decided to just do everything but cherry. My favorite, whatever. I probably could have used highlighters, but these are actually pretty good. I would say that these are better than the brush markers that I used before. I'm going to pull out the blue one just to show you guys. So what makes these so funny to me, especially if you're a female, is that they look like those on-the-go tampons that you throw in your purse, which just makes me laugh so much harder because I can totally see someone grabbing one of these thinking that it is the wrong thing and being extremely pissed off when they realize that they're markers. But here's what the tip looks like. It's not great on my webcam here, but it's just a chisel tip, and I paired it with just a quick, like a small coloring book. I take these to work, so I needed something that wouldn't take up too much room in my bag. So I ended up with, it's called The Gorgeous Coloring Book for Grown-Ups, and it is by Metro Books, also at Barnes & Noble. That's what this looks like here. And it's really pretty on the outside, and it didn't cost much, about $5-6. It was one of those clearance buys, and just typical designs, nothing hard. Um, a lot of what you see on the cover already. And I have plenty of these, and I was kind of bummed out because I didn't get to show it to you last time, but I doodled on one of the flowers with the markers that you see here. And compared to the other markers, which I did not get to show you guys, kind of behind me here by the vase is the coloring book that I use the brush markers on. And I had mentioned that I guess the color texturing was not great. You could definitely see all the lines from the brush markers. And with this one, actually, you could hardly see any of the lines from these tiny little neon markers right here. And I like that. They didn't bleed either. But coloring book for grown-ups, why it's for grown-ups, I have no idea because they're just flowers. Anybody could do that. So that was one of them. And especially Barnes and Noble and Walmart's getting into this too. Um, you're seeing a lot more coloring books, and it's geared towards adults and whatnot. But this is the Creative Coloring Animals book, which it's I guess geared to be one of the more higher end books. But I don't. I look at this and I say, oh my god, difficult. And as you can tell, they give you like one to look at. They do some inspirational, quotes in there. They've got one here by Van Morrison, and there's like a whole thing: mandalas, inspiration, flowers, anything you want to color, you can get it in this specific, I guess, design originals. You can get it by them, which is awesome. Like I have a couple of these, and it's gonna take me forever to work on them. But what I wanted to bring up, other than I like these little dandy candy markers, is that I found a thing just I don't know, probably last week when I did the other video. There was actually someone who did an article, and the whole concept about it was, are coloring books bad for children? Now, they don't mention adults, but I'm sure that it applies in some way. Um, the theory, I guess, or the argument that people are going with is that these coloring books stifle creativity because you're forcing people to color within the lines, or at least that's what society is telling children. But some parents beg to differ. I don't have kids, but I feel like I can relate to this because I do like to doodle and color and whatever. A coloring book is kind of where you first get your inspiration, or um, maybe the first time you get to work on your skills. I think would be the best way to say that. Um, but the argument was that society holds children to this thought or notion that they have to color within the lines or else they're not doing something right, and then that stifles their I guess sense of independence, and it kind of gets them ready for society because they're told that they have to get a job and do what everybody else is doing and all this other stuff. But you have the opposite side of the argument that it's like, no, I don't care if my kids color inside the lines. I don't care if they scribble, whatever, as long as they're having fun. And that these coloring books, any kind, are like they bring out the imagination in kids who don't color within the lines. And I mean, my personal opinion is that a coloring book never stopped me from doing whatever it is I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna doodle something, I'm gonna doodle it. Like, I didn't need a coloring book to figure that out. So I think that whole topic is bypassing, um, you know, totally bypassing what is meant to be done with these. I think because right now they're gearing these coloring books towards adults, um, kind of reverting us back to that creative sense of calm and fun. And they're like, oh yeah, these coloring books are going to calm you down and they're going to help you focus. And I feel like that is pretty accurate. Um, I love focusing on these coloring books, and there's some calm there. I mean, anytime you're gonna focus on a coloring book, yeah, it's probably gonna calm you down because you're not doing anything else. And not many people are gonna scream at you while you're trying to color. If they do, I'm sorry, but I haven't run into that. So I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. I have a lot of these books, and I do feel like they bring out some patterns and some other creative stuff that I wasn't thinking of. I also saw, if you've ever checked him out on Facebook, hopefully he's pretty darn popular now. I just know him as Sketchy Stories. It's a gentleman from the Philippines who does these little doodles and portraits, I guess, of animals and like all kinds of stuff. Like he can take antlers and all of a sudden it's got like creatures and little people busting out of them. Like it's just really cool artwork. He's actually got his own coloring book as well, and it's a lot of fun. It's got these little people in it, and it's just funny situations. So if you know who that is, go check out the book. He's got one at Barnes and Noble. Um, they run about $10 to $20. You can find kind of anything. Like the one behind me here is the let's see, I guess it's the stress relief coloring of love or something similar to that. But it's all hearts and Valentine's Day, and we're getting close to Valentine's Day. But I just like doing hearts, so I went with it. I wanted something easy and kind of quicker to work on. So that one's a lot of fun, and it didn't cost as much either. At Walmart, they're a little cheaper. Um, but I had a lot of fun, and I thought that my brush markers did okay on these books, but I actually ended up liking my little markers better. But pencil, crayon, whatever you want to use, go for it. Watercolor even, which was kind of fun. Because it's a book, you're not warping the pages as bad. You got to be careful with it anyway. But it was just a lot of fun, plain and simple. And it was kind of funny thinking about this now, coloring in the lines and all that junk. I mean, have you seen my lipstick today? So I mean, obviously, if coloring books were meant to keep me in line, they didn't do a good job because I got dark lipstick on today. It's not perfect, and wouldn't say it's totally coloring in the lines either. Not by society standards these days. And I don't know, feeling a little retro today. I've kind of got this, if you can tell, I got this dress at Torrid, and it's got the belled sleeves on it. It's very 90s, very throw some boots with it and leggings, and get your nose pierced. Kind of, I don't know. It's a throwback, I guess, but I'm digging it. I love this dress so far. Threw on my Lord of the Rings necklace, if you guys can see that, at least a little, and my chomp chomp earrings. It wouldn't be much fun unless I had something kind of random and retro to throw on with it. And I felt like the dark lipstick, not really my style. It's a matte lipstick, thank God it's not getting everywhere, but it's not coloring in the lines. Like if a coloring book was meant to keep me in line, then I'd probably be trying to look like Kim K and all them other people right now, and I'm not. You know, I'm creative and I'm just kind of out there right now. So whatever, it is what it is. And yeah, I was feeling a little froggy, so I donated my hair, and they cut my hair into a bob, which is taking a little getting used to. Again, I don't really know if that's a society standard or not, but I'm having fun with it, and it totally like just put that whole outfit thing together, and I'm having a lot of fun. So yeah, if you want to know more, like this is the Kepow ColourPop lipstick, which I think in the last video I did the beeper, which was also another good one by ColourPop. Torrid dress, whatever. If you want to know more, I'll leave it in the bottom for you, and I'll leave the names and numbers for these books in there for you as well. The next video, probably by the time you guys see this, you're gonna be like, holy crap, why is she wearing the same thing all the time? I'm actually gonna bust out some recording this week. I'm going to school full time, guys. I work full time, so I'm gonna try and get what I can out there for you. And sorry if you get annoyed with me wearing the same thing. I don't even know. But we're going to do an unboxing video. I'm probably going to issue a challenge. And I'm going to do a shout out real quick to Jerry. He does a show on this channel. It's Jerry Explains It to You. And right now, this is like our only recording place. So we'll get there eventually. I'm sorry. But it's working for now. So go check him out. It's Jerry Explains It to You. And it can be any topic you want. Something you don't understand, throw it in his comments and he'll get to it. He just did one on why people don't check the sources of their news stations and just kind of blindly follow all of that, and I thought it was really awesome. So go check that out. Hit him up in the comments. If you have questions for me on something you want me to talk about, below, you know what to do. You know how to comment. Don't be afraid to sign up. I found a lot of people are afraid to sign up, and you don't have to post all your info out there. It doesn't mean you have to do a video. Just do what you do. And just, follow below, subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoyed this, or if you want to know more, or if you want to follow. Just do what you got to do. You can find me on Twitter at Paintivity. You can find me on Facebook at Paintivity. I'll leave the link below. It's technically Paintivity 13, I believe, but I'll leave it for you below. And you can check out more of my sketches and paintings and stuff through that Facebook page. Right now, my art room is shut down due to Valentine's Day, which is a little scary. I'm going to say scary because I don't really know what's happening, but I'm not allowed to go in my own art room right now. That's kind of a big deal. So with that said, I will leave this here. Go ahead and do what you got to do below. Okay? Bye.